We are in a pretty big rush because General Conference is back to come back on. And I wanted to try this other look from the Natasha Denona pastel palette. And it's the last of the ones I want to try, I think. There is one more that's shown, but to me that's kind of plain. It's a little dramatic, but I feel like after the last one, it doesn't seem as difficult. And I still have my brushes from the other day that have colors on them, which hopefully will be compatible. So it says apply a bubble to the inner corner of the eyelid. That I think I can do. I've still got this blue one, kind of medium. Her brush is thicker and fluffier, but I think this should still work. I feel like I didn't get much powder on my eyelid after foundation, and it's creasing again, so hopefully that will be a decent base. I'm really surprised you don't hear more about people just having foundation on their lid instead of eyeshadow primer, like especially since some people use concealer as eyeshadow primer. It's kind of like, what is the big difference? All right, bubble is to the inner corner of the eyelid. Next step, shade bubble along the outer, lower, and top lash line, creating wing. This is fun. I like to use color as eyeliner because so many eyeliners are so dark that it's such a contrast to my skin that I think it looks too dramatic and not necessarily very nice. Whereas using colors that aren't that far off, if you were to put them in black and white, it wouldn't show up as so dramatic as like black on this. Outer, lower, and top lash line, creating a wing. How did I do it faster than the video? Okay. This seems to be working just fine on this brush, even though it's not terribly pointed. What kind of brush are they using? Plus, this is meant to be a thick wing. And I happen to know we're going to redo it after. Yeah, she's using a little bit more of a flat brush, but it doesn't seem to be a necessity. Then create a second wing with shade Bora. Just make sure this is finished. Where is a Bora brush? I think I'm gonna go and use a angle brush for this, slanted brush. So let's see, second wing with shade Bora. Just kind of right on top of it. I'm gonna start at the wing and just bring it in. Now I feel some fallout, even though this is a creamy shade. And she says to bring it right on the lid. I'm liking it so far. I think even more than I expected. I think I put this one off because it didn't appeal to me quite as much. But, you know, sometimes it could just be like the model, I feel like doesn't have features similar to mine, and so I don't see it as working on me as much. Or, okay, and another wing right from the outer corner. It kind of looks, oops. So I guess I could have brought the blue higher and then the Bora higher, and that way there still would have been blue on the inside of the second part of the wing. But I can always go back and fill that in with the blue. Guess you could say you live and you learn. I don't think it looks bad. Outer, with shade Starlit, intensify the outer corner of the eyelid and inner half of the lower lash line. So this one I haven't used yet, Starlit. Do I have a brush that, yeah, I think this brush has pink on it. This is my first time using Starlit. It's not a color I would like typically go for, but since this has already been tried on this look, I feel confident that it can work. Nice and pigmented. This one is, I believe, duochrome. And I like bright colors. And it's less kind of brick red and more, I don't know if cool red is the right word, but either way, it's a red that I like once it's on. I can't remember if this which type of metallic this is. I mean, this one I would say is more metallic because I see these gold flecks in it more than some of the other ones, which I like. Intensify the outer corner of the eyelid and inner half of the lower lash line. I remember that. So now I need to really, I mean, this is a very fluffy brush, so it's hard to do just the tip, but I'm gonna try and then get underneath. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Sometimes, even if it picks up color beyond just the tips of the bristles, if you press it lightly enough, it won't be transferring too wide. Although it's flicking onto the inner corner a bit. Then define the crease with shade tool. This is that very light pink, so I wouldn't expect to define a crease with it. I'm gonna use the same brush though. I mean, they say define, but they're using it like a feather. So I think I'm gonna end up a little bit more bright here, and I kind of like that. Yeah, that I may have gone in. I guess this is a creamy one, and I think somehow it's depositing so much more color seemingly than some of the other creamy ones. I don't know if it's this brush or the color itself. Yeah, this is coming up pretty high. So I'm gonna probably want to blend this out. This is more dramatic than I thought. I'm kind of liking it. Now I see them going back into Bora. Deepen the outer corner of the crease with shade Bora. Almost like, where's my Bora brush? Oh, almost like another wing, like, I mean, kind of like a graphic liner. I don't know if this line is meant to stay kind of more sharp because that will make it difficult to blend. So the tool seems much darker on me, and the Bora is just not really sticking as much. Now I see Duet to brighten the center of the eyelid. I feel like I need to go over some of this. Where's my blue? And I also feel like I need to bring the blue bubble back out a bit more because I kind of lost some of it with the starlit. And I think those two colors are mixed nicely. Duet to brighten the center of the eyelid. So that'll be kind of where I just blended. I think I'm hearing General Conference come back on. I can do this during the music, but I think I'll pause it for the prayer. This is definitely turning it like a lavender purple, which I like. Illusion to highlight the tear duct, yes. Especially to neutralize some of that which got flicked out. Now, which of my brushes was the illusion one? I'm gonna try this one. Okay, it's music, not prayer yet. So got a couple minutes. So illusion for the inner corner. Somehow, I don't know. I get hopefully I'll remember this brush because it's making it go on more easily. Then I see add shade Bellini to the center of the lower lash line. That is the, have I used this yet? I know I've said the thing, but it doesn't look disturbed at all. So I'm thinking this will be my first time using that one too. I use the same brush. Center. Oh, this comes out better than I thought. I'm extending it just because I am. And kind of it just went that way. But wow, that really does help it kind of, these colors blend right in. To me, it doesn't make sense to only do it at the bottom. I'll have to review the video again, but to me, it makes more sense to kind of extend it out. That's probably a theme with me, just extend it out. When in doubt, extend it out. I amuse myself. So Bellini, intensify the wing with shade Airy. So Airy is the lighter blue, and I have a little brush from the other day. Intensify. Oh yeah, so this gives me the chance to go kind of back in the inside. But it's like which wing? Because I feel like there's a few. Yeah, this probably is not going to be exact, but I'm going to say this is like a softer, more diffuse version. So my left side is coming out a lot more kind of distinct. I'm not sure what the deal is, why it seems more blended on the right. Is it simply which hand I'm using? Oh, and underneath they went. That makes sense. I think it's prayer time. Okay, as I hoped, it is music time again, so that gives me a couple more minutes. So they're doing a black line in the water line, and I'm not going to for a number of reasons, but I am going to add more airy, which to me kind of makes me lose the Bora, but I think the Bora was not there to look like an outline, but maybe just to kind of darken things. But at the same time, I kind of want to go back in with the Bora. Just because, even if it is more about shading, I guess it's just not showing up for me as much. I think a lot of people said it didn't seem to come out as dark as it was in the pan. And I am definitely like rushing a bit more, which I will say it's actually more real life, because it's one thing to sit around just practicing makeup, but in the real world, I mean, some people wouldn't wear this out in the world, but I would. And sometimes you don't have the time to spend that you would when you're just sitting around filming. So I feel like there's a benefit to being a little bit of a rush. But now I really want to blend this. I thought I hit record. I was on pause, added the liquid liner, ended up in the water line accidentally, so I had to match it. Did not do that intentionally. And I've been saying it's too dark for me. This is not staged. It's too much of a contrast. But here we are. So that makes me wonder, did I not hit pause when I thought I did? I don't know anymore. Well, this time I actually got the restart button. I'm gonna just try Bora over the black, see if that doesn't seem like it's muting it the way I would have wanted. Nope. I'm trying illusion on my hand. That would obviously change things. I think Dainty would as well. No, Dainty different. I mean, it would, but but at least that would lighten it. Now, how would Starlit be? Starlit could work, but I kind of want to keep the blue by the lash line and a purpley. So I guess I'm going to go with Duet and see how that works over the black. Yep. That at least kind of mutes it up to like a charcoal level while keeping the bluish purple and helping it be just, it's almost like a smoke out effect, I would say, but not really. Like it's giving it kind of like a smoky situation, softening without really smoking. Like it's still defined, but it's softer. And I think some of the black pigment may be dragged out this way a little bit. To me, that helps. The under eye, I feel like that's gonna be harder. I'm trying to remember which colors are there. I know Starlit, Bubble. I'm gonna go back into Starlit since I haven't used it much. And just kind of Time for mascara. Trying to listen and do this. I just hope the audio doesn't interfere with the recording, like cause it to have any checking issues. This has not been taking off. It's been leaving too much on the brush, I think. Talking about heaven, all kingdoms have a law given. Important stuff. I think this is the guy that was the state judge or something. I need to foam roll my back. It's a little tight. Most of the time, I don't purposely put much mascara on the bottom. It's more, it gets on there by putting it on the top, and then I just kind of comb it out to make sure there's no clumps. I do think the mascara helps. As I look, it's like such a contrast. This seems like a lot. Even on video where it sometimes washes things out. So a lot more mascara too, because it's kind of getting lost in the eyeliner. I guess that's enough for now. Either way, I kind of like it. I think it looks decent on video. I'm sure I'll get used to how dark it is, but boy, it's so dark. I'm just wiping off this mascara area in case it's collected. Hopefully that'll help it to grab more of the mascara the next time. They usually have like a funnel thing, so like as you pull it out, it takes off the excess mascara. I feel like it goes well with a shirt, as most of the pastel looks do. Yeah, it's dramatic. The eyeliner is different than usual. I think the waterline eyeliner is going to move. I would say it works. It did look a little bit different than the video, but overall, I think these principles done more lightly and less. I mean, the sharp lines just aren't even showing up, but I think this look turns out could be one to wear out with less dramatic eyeliner, maybe less bright color. Maybe I might adjust the location of the wings. And it doesn't give me that fox eye look like the model had, but something fun. So time to go watch the rest of General Conference. May peace be with you.